Hey guys, it's the Solo Cloth here, and today inside of this Monster Legends Guides video, I'm going to be telling you guys how to start Monster Legends in 2023. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we are going to go over is gold, because that is what you're going to want to get the most of when you first start the game. Alright, so for gold, you are going to want to come on over to your breeding temple and your breeding hatchery thing. And you are also going to want to buy the Ultra Breeding Tree as soon as possible, since it is really useful to be able to breed 2 at once. And you can get that in the shop and in the building section. And then once you come over here, you're going to want to go ahead and buy a couple of monsters in the monster section, and you'll want to go to fire. And you are going to want to buy Fire Sower for 100 gold. And you are also going to want to buy Treezard for 100 gold. And then you will have to level both of these up to level 4 in order to breed them. And then you will want to breed them together in order to get Pandakin. And in order to place them, you will want to buy a few nature habitats. And that is because you're going to want to breed quite a few of these. So basically just place as many nature habitats as possible and place Pandakins in each of them. And they will actually make you a ton of gold. This strategy is known as Pandakin farming, and a lot of people use it in order to get gold early on. So yeah, again, just go and buy a Fire Sower, buy a Treezard, breed them together, get Pandakins, place them inside nature habitats, keep leveling up the nature habitats to hold more Pandakins and to be able to hold more gold. And then you should be good to go with gold for early on. And then for food, you are mainly going to want to get your food through either the adventure map or through growing food. And the food that you're going to want to get to grow is the sea grapes. Once you have all Pandakins and a bunch of different nature habitats filled with Pandakins, you will be able to do rainbow snow peas regularly, and that will be what you will work your way up to. But for now, just focus on either sea grapes or just whatever you can do, because honestly it doesn't matter that much early on, because you will be getting quite a bit of food through the adventure map. And this is also the best way to get XP in order to level up your character. And I guess you can level up monsters through this too, but food is definitely the best way to do that. And this is also an amazing way to get a little extra gold if you aren't Pandakin farming, and you can actually get gems out of this as well. So yeah, you can pretty much get every resource possible out of the adventure map. So just go ahead and fight through this as much as you can. You can also go and level up some of your Pandakins in order to help you fight through it, and you can just have a team of 3 Pandakins and just go through the early levels really easily. So yeah, just go ahead and work on this at your own pace. New chapters are released pretty often, new islands, so you should always have something to do. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is gems. Besides the adventure map, the best way to get gems is going to be through the dungeons and through the era sagas right here. Now, in order to do the era sagas, you do have to have a mythics, and you get mythics pretty easily currently, and only certain mythics actually have era sagas. Right now they've been doing them in books, so only certain mythics in books have era sagas. So for example, you would use monsters in the old Seaguard book for this era saga, and then you get gems for doing each of these. So you'll work on era sagas if you need gems, and in order to get the mythics for the era sagas, you can do the free legends pass, which is really easy. You just need to complete the weekly challenges every week, and then you can also get a free multiplayer monster. This is honestly probably the easiest. Every time you win a battle, you will get an egg, and then this egg will give you mythic cells. So yeah, just go ahead and fight in PvP occasionally and open your eggs. And then once you get 100 cells, you can bring them on into the monster lab, click craft, and then click craft again and craft them in here. And the monster lab is of course right here. And then you can also go and get mythics through the conjuring. If you go and log in daily, you'll get conjuring tickets, and then you can summon in here for mythics. And then of course you can get them through the main events. However, they are kind of difficult depending on the event, and some of them even cost gems, but they do happen weekly, so you should be able to get at least a few mythics out of them. And then there are also Monsterwood events where you can get free mythics for watching ads, which is even easier than the PvP, honestly. But it doesn't happen all the time, so you'll have to keep an eye out for that. And yeah, those are pretty much all of the things you should focus on when you are a new player. You just want to try to build up your Pandakin farms, get mythics, and just get as many resources as possible until you can get even better mythics and build up mythic farms and legendary farms. And then eventually ancestor monster farms once they start making ancestors easier to get. So yeah, that's what we have for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe more videos like this. Let me know down in the comments if you have any more questions on what you should be doing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.